Hey, so in this video we're going to talk a bit about self-care and how to stay motivated and keep that fuel burning in that engine. Here are my 5 tips that I want to share with you. Tips. Here are my 5 rules. Let's do this.
Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world?
Alright, so it is cold and miserable outside, so which is why I have the beanie on. Not to mention, right now when you see this video, we're at the snow, so I'm just getting this beanie ready to keep my head warm. So the next 4 or 5 videos, there's going to be heaps of snow adventures, so stay tuned. Let's get started. Rule 1. To keep staying motivated, doing what you're doing, your first rule is to do what you love. It's that simple. Ask yourself this: if you need motivation to do whatever you're going to do, the chances are that you're going to drop it in future, especially when your plate gets busier. That's probably the first thing that will drop. But if you love what you do, there is a higher chance that you will stick to it regardless of your circumstances. Yeah, life will get in the way, 100%. If you align yourself with your beliefs and your core values and find an activity that sort of rings those bells, you're gonna stick to it. You're gonna wake up at 5 in the morning. You're not gonna sleep in on the weekends. You're just gonna find an excuse to do that activity. If you do what you love, you're gonna stick to it. Rule number 2, you need to set mini milestones, or should I say mini goals. So the reason for this is that it's something that you can focus on improving, and that keeps your attention. Setting realistic goals, setting micro or mini goals that you can achieve on an ongoing basis will create this rhythm, this momentum. It'll be harder for you to stop that momentum. And what that does is it keeps your attention and keeps you motivated and keeps you entertained, and always, I find, makes me stick to it a lot longer. So rule 3, alright, so it's a bit about what I said in rule 2. Don't sabotage yourself. Yeah, you heard me. Like, do I need to say more? You just don't need to sabotage yourself. Don't set unrealistic goals that you can't achieve, which disempowers you. Then you go, nah, I don't want to do this anymore. Don't like pick an activity that like is an hour out and you have to go through hectic traffic to get there. Don't compare yourself to others. You don't know their journey, you don't know what they've been through, you don't know when they've started, you don't know if they're technically good, what their background is, so don't compare, alright? That's the biggest disempowering thing that you can do. What I can recommend is catch yourself thinking, like all these emotions that you feel comes from somewhere, comes from how you think or what you tell yourself. So if you do feel down, rewind, work out what you thought that made you feel that way, and then just workshop it. Why do you have to think that way? Is it really logical? Is it not? Is it just not beneficial? Rule number 4. Failing is okay. Failure is needed for a good learning curve. Like, you need failures to improve, to learn from experiences and learn what not to do. And from some of the best failures that I've done, I've learnt so much from it. So you just need to sort of embrace and don't fear failure. I'm saying that because that's one of my biggest fears as well, and I've been working at it and, you know, punching it, and that's what I was doing. It's gonna hook, working on that, and it takes time, but you need to understand that failure is okay. Lucky for me, my mind is always switches to the silver lining. Like, what did I learn from this? How can I improve from this? Let's move forward. You do need to be realistic. You do need to know that failure is going to happen. Just know that when it does happen, what can we learn from it, and then what can you improve next time. So I also want to talk a bit about a bonus rule that I want to share with you. It's a bonus tip really, and I'll share with you at the end of the video. Rule 5, the last rule that it's just in my core. You just need to have fun. Like, it goes with rule 1, which is you need to love what you do. What I find is some people love what they do, but they just don't have fun doing it. And oh, it just doesn't work. And then if your life gets busy and your plate gets full, what do you think you're going to drop first? The thing that's not fun or the thing that's fun? I don't know. You tell me. Huh? Just went gangster on you. Very bad gangster, but you know. Making it fun will make it enjoyable and you'll make sure that you retain the information as well. It means that every time you think about doing this activity, you stick to it long term. Bonus tip time. So whatever activity that you do pick, follow the 5 rules. Make sure it's consistent, make sure you're disciplined, and make sure you make a commitment to yourself. Because it needs to be done if you want to find out and work out what works for you. That is it for me. So those are my 5 rules plus my bonus tip. If you like what you heard, give us a like. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe for new videos. Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and of course YouTube. See you in the next video. Hey! Just wrecked my lighting.